Hey everybody, it's the F&D Gamers. I'm Crispy,
And I'm Jackbox.
and we wanted to do a quick YouTube video to kind of cover the new Jackbox Party Pack 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we are a newer streaming channel on Twitch,
Yeah.
and wanted to just kind of get our name out there. We thought this would be a very good way to get some father daughter bonding time
Yeah.
and do something that we enjoy, in as well, kind of a combination of that. So we've got Jackbox that we're doing on every Friday
Friday.
night. And then we're doing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on Saturday
Mm-hmm.
and Castle Crashers on Sunday. So, if you kind of look, you can see that there's a bit of a theme in that a lot of these are cooperative type games that we can play together, and as well as engage with our viewers
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch. So with that, I think we're gonna cut into the game here
Okay.
and take a look at. We'll spend a minute or two on each game
Mm-hmm.
talking about it. We've played it a handful of times since it came out this week. So the first game is Trivia Murder Party 2.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the sequel to Trivia Murder Party, which is on Party Packs 3, I believe.
Three sounds
And
about right. Yeah, three sounds right.
and I think this is like kind of the one of the signature games of the Jackbox series, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just a super awesome theme, of a trivia game, but you're kind of trapped by a serial killer, and you just have to kind of answer the questions. If you answer wrong, then you're in trouble because you got to play the killer's games.
Mm-hmm.
And party Trivia Murder Party 2 kind of ups the ante, gives you more ways to die,
Oh
a
yeah.
lot more variety
Mm-hmm.
on stuff. And I think this is the best, or maybe the second best game in the pack 6.
Oh yeah. I think definitely it took like a lot of the things from the other game, the first one, kind of almost repurposed them and made them slightly better. Um, yeah. Especially the ending where there's one person left. You have to get all three correct, all three answers correct in order to actually leave. So you can't just kind of clutch out at the end with
Yeah, they
one
they kind
kind
of
of.
added that
Mhm.
right when you get close to the exit, you have to have a perfect sweep in
Yeah.
order to get out, and kind of adds a little bit more excitement to the
Mhm.
game as the ghosts kind of catch up.
Oh
And
yeah.
they even have the audience as a ghost now,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
They kind of everyone else is kind of like floating and then the audience just kind of shuffles across the floor. It's really cool.
All right, so let's go on to the next game. The next game is called Role Models,
Mhm.
and I think this one seems a lot less streamer friendly,
Mhm.
and a lot more geared towards an actual party,
Yeah.
in person with people that kind of just puts in questions, scenarios, and you kind of put like who's more like Mario, and you kind of vote and apply that to the
Mhm.
different people that are playing the game. And then once you kind of go through and finish all that, then it kind of provides like a personality type test, or
Yeah.
type of results.
Mhm.
So this I guess you could stream it if you're very intimate with your followers or
Yeah.
subscribers. But in my opinion, it's probably the weakest offering of Party Pack 6.
Mostly for like a streaming perspective. In my opinion, it's weaker for a streaming perspective, but if you have a lot of people in like a room
Right.
together, then
Right.
it's probably better, especially if you know them. So
Right.
it's definitely good for maybe like if it's a birthday party or something. It's probably pretty good.
Yeah,
for something
playing
like
with
that.
family and friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one. The next one is the joke boat, and I think this one has really, has some potential if you're funny or you're playing with people that are really funny and clever. It kind of incorporates some elements from TKO where you enter in a bunch of phrases or you kind of fill out as many things as you can at the start of the game, and then those answers are used to give to the other people to write their joke. So I think this one is pretty fun. It's not super long. You just have to have the creativity to come up with things that are very funny.
Yeah. When we I think we only played this through one time.
I think we only played with 3 people.
Yeah,
and it's not necessarily the best with 3 people. But I do like the art style. They kind of have the creepy marionette or puppet type vibe to it. I would have liked if you could pick your model.
Yeah.
When you log in, like some of the other Jackbox games let you pick your avatar when you join the game. So I think that would have been a little bit cooler. But I think there's some potential there. Definitely good for streaming and for some laughs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Especially if people are funny.
Right. I mean, that's kind of the whole key is if you're not good at coming up with things on the fly, this game might not be for you. Okay, go to the next one.
So Dictionarium it's one of the shortest games, I think, in the whole pack. I would say it's the shortest game. They start off by giving you a word, and then you have to come up with a fake definition for the word. You then vote on which one is the best, and then you have to write another synonym for that word. So I think we got something last time, and we ended up with a different synonym, and then you have to use it in a sentence, and then vote on who's best. Based off of that, then it gets added to our dictionarium.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like you can save the stuff into your kind of like almost like a legacy type game where you're kind of saving the clever answers, and if you have an answer that you don't necessarily like, I think you can delete it out and not save that result. I think like Dresbot mentioned, it is shorter game, which is short. Good if you've got folks with a shorter attention span. You can kind of crank out quite a few games in a short period of time. Definitely a lot of potential, and it can lead to some very hilarious answers. Again, a little bit of a creativity boost is helpful, like Joke Boat, but that doesn't necessarily have to be as I don't think you have to be as creative. It's just kind of finding the right fit that works for that group, because everybody's going to vote on it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, last but not least on the pack is Push the Button. So this is the longest game, because there's a constant timer that's running down in the top left corner. So what happens is everybody is on a ship, and based on how many people there are a select number of aliens. So what the problem is that the ship is going to be taken over by the aliens when the timer runs out. So the goal of the humans is to find out who the aliens are and then vote them into the chamber that they can be sucked out of the ship from. However, if you get it wrong and there's a human in there, then the game automatically ends.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of conditions to end the game.
Yeah.
So if you get the votes wrong, you can lose. If you run, that
If you run out of
continuous clock is always running. So if you run out of time, you lose. I think this is, this might be the best or second best game in the pack.
Yeah.
It's similar to like a Mafia or Werewolf type hit and roll game, or even Secret Hitler a little bit.
Yeah.
You at the beginning of the game you get assigned as a human or alien, and they do give the aliens some hacks to try to make things a little less obvious as to what they can kind of cast suspicion on human players and kind of mess with them a little bit.
When we played this recently, I was one of the aliens, and it showed you who your partners were in that, so you knew who else was an alien along with you.
Oh, so it identified
the other,
so all the bad
others.
Guys, quote unquote bad guys, knew who the other bad guys were. Okay, that's interesting.
So we knew who we were, and they're right, there were hack buttons. You can hack one of the humans to make them look more suspicious, or you could hack another alien to give them a human prompt, so they looked less suspicious.
Yeah, and I'll just this, like I said, this is one of the top games, and so we are spending a little more time on it than the others. But so like it might, the challenge might be to draw, like we had one, draw a groom, right?
Yeah,
and
draw
so
groom.
the humans are gonna see the prompt draw a groom, and the alien might get a prompt that says draw a man or draw something similar but not exact.
Right.
And so then when you get the results back, then you can kind of try to flesh out like, hey, is this person a bad drawer? Are they an alien?
Right.
Did they get hacked? Like, like the person, and you could be human, you could be alien, but you end up having to defend your answers.
Right.
It's probably a little easier to play in person just because of the verbal communication. But if you're going to do it on stream, you really have to make sure that your viewers are engaged and chatting. The timer is a little bit problematic because of the, you have the lag on stream.
Yeah.
So, you really have to try and keep things moving as quickly as possible. Be careful of your bot settings, chat bot settings, because we had an overzealous chat bot that blocked a number of chats during that game, and it kind of ruined that particular mini game. But I think this overall, this might be the top or second, right up there with Trivia Murder Party 2.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a super fun game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember one of the drawing prompt that I got as an alien. So the humans got draw Mount Everest, and I got draw a ski resort as an alien.
Yeah.
So it was similar, but different.
Okay, so that actually makes sense, because I remember doing that drawing and I thought your drawing was a little suspect, because I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, like she had a mountain on there, but she also had like all this stuff, like a building, and I'm like, what is that? Like, that's not, so that did kind of raise my suspicions of her. We ended up as humans losing, but we also had 8 people going, and there were 3
there were 3 aliens.
3 aliens and 5 humans. So okay, so I think overall this pack is very good. I think it's worth the purchase.
Oh yeah.
I think you're getting like 3 to 4 solid games. I think Role Models is the weakest, and that would be, if you get 4 out of 5 or even 3 out of 5 if you don't like the joke boat that much. I think that's a solid party pack.
Oh yes.
So I would recommend. Do you recommend?
Oh, I definitely recommend Trivia Murder Party 2. We love the first one so much, and it's great to see how much they did with it that makes it both as a sequel better but also just as good.
Right.
And Push the Button was so fun. Just tricking other people or trying to figure things out was fun. And then Joke Boat is pretty okay. It's just we're not that funny. We're not that creative very quickly.
Right. You know,
so,
I kind of always joke that I might be funny looking, but I'm probably not very funny.
Yes.
So, okay. So I think with that, we just want to say, you know, hey, if you've watched this, thank you for watching. You know, you can give us a subscribe on YouTube, and then get, you know, if you want to play a Jackbox with us, or if you're interested in playing Marvel with us or Castle Crashers with us on one of the other days, you can kind of click on the link to our Discord channel in the description below.
Yep.
And then I'll also link our Discord channel and our Twitter account. So with that,
and our Twitch account. You said Discord twice.
Oh, did I say Discord twice?
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, I meant
our Twitch.
I meant Twitch. Will be the first link. So yeah, we would hope to see you join us. There's always room at the, you know, to become a fan. We're calling it the fan
yes.
of the F&D Gamers. And you know, we'll always make room for you to play the game. You know, with us. So I think with that, we're gonna call it a video.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you later.